It's Wednesday morning. We're getting ready to start the drain lines, the plumbing for the drain lines. The first step is we're laying out all the pieces where we think they're going to go, and it's always a little tricky because you've got the subfloor, then you've got some of the trailer beams, and then you also have some of the, when I say trailer beams, I mean the wood beams, but then you also have the metal trailer beams. So you got a lot of different layers to account for, and fortunately the metal's kind of worked out to where the metal's never been in our way, but it's very, very close. The metal gets very close to the shower drain line and also the toilet drain line. But just kind of laying out the pieces and seeing how it all fits together before you start getting underneath the trailer. It's easier to do it up here, obviously. And we also have a couple other pieces. We just kind of buy all the pieces you think you need, and then you can just return whatever ends up going back. Every trailer is going to be a little different, so the pieces that are in my plans aren't necessarily guaranteed to work for the exact trailer that you have. But this is it. Even a couple more pieces up there. The drain plumbing for the tiny house is pretty simple. You've got a toilet, you've got a shower, and then you have a sink. The sink is actually going to be tied in from here, and a line is going to run across and come up to the sink. And then you also have to have an air inlet. The water coming down through the drainage system creates a little bit of a vacuum, and so usually there's a pipe that runs up through the ceiling and out of the roof to allow air to come in. Well, in this case, since we have the loft upstairs, just as we did on the other one, we're going to bring the drain up, and then we'll exit it out the sidewall right here. So it's pretty simple. It's all in a really tight spot, but that also presents a couple little challenges. I'll move down to underneath to show you how it all comes together down there. So underneath the trailer we have essentially one line, this line, that goes down the trailer, and that connects to the shower, and then it's going to come down to this end, and it's going to come out the side of the trailer for hooking up to the sewer line. And then from that main line we've got two split offs, one that comes off at an angle over there, head straight for the toilet, and then this one that goes up for the exhaust and the sink that I showed earlier. Now, something to note: every time you have a drain, you have to have a trap, and a trap holds a little bit of water to prevent sewer gases from coming up and stinking up your house. So the toilets, if you look on the side of a toilet already has the trap built into it, and then a sink has the trap underneath, directly underneath the sink. So the only thing that needs a trap that doesn't have one up in the trailer or in the house itself is the shower. So the trap will be down on the end of this pipe. Now the trap can't be installed until the shower is installed, and we can't put the shower in place until the insulation is in place. So this is essentially the most that we can do right now. But it's 85% complete, and it'll just take a little bit to finish it up when we get the shower in place. On the outside we have the water supply. The water will come in through an RV hose, which doesn't have the nasty hose taste to it, up to a water heater. The water heater will be here. We have it on order. It hasn't come in yet. And then from there, the cold water that comes in from the supply goes directly to the cold, and then the hot water out of the hot water goes into the hot water supply. And both of those obviously go into the house. The water supply comes in here. You can see the hot is on top, the cold is on the bottom. So we have three places where water goes in the house, to the shower. You can see both the hot and the cold go up to the shower, which then goes up to the shower head. And then the hot goes off to the left, but the hot doesn't go to the right. Only the cold goes off to the right, and that is because that goes to the toilet. And then if we follow the two water supply lines off to the left-hand side, you can see right below the kitchen sink, they go to, or excuse me, the kitchen window, they go to the kitchen sink. Now this is a little bit different than I have it laid out in the plans, but I think if you got 20 people in a room and told them each to lay out some plumbing, you get 20 different layouts. So it's a little bit different, but there's no right or wrong way, I would say. Well, I'm sure there's a wrong way, but this isn't the wrong way. You can see we also got most of the house wrap done. The only part that we haven't done is we've got the compartment in the front that we haven't done yet, and then also underneath the dormer overhangs. That's a little high up, so I'm going to wait until we get all the scaffolding and everything set up for the roof, since that'll only take me a couple seconds. roofing guy never called back today. I called him, but so we didn't get to pick that up. So I don't think we're going to be able to start that quite as early as I had hoped tomorrow. You know, and I don't know if my brother's coming over either, but you know, hopefully we can go and pick that up first thing and then get started on it and get pretty far. So that's where we stand. This is Dan Luche from tinyhouseproject.wordpress.com, and this is day, I don't know, maybe 11, 10? I don't know. They're all starting to run together now. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.